to an episode of Don't Do That Chat. We back with another one. As always, this is Artiste, aka Tease.
You made it.
Beat to the money, man. Gotta get that bag. We back to it.
That was special.
He did some sign language. His Dominique is
It's Damo right here. Dominique with the real Damo. We love him playing games right now.
Damo again.
Hold on. I just want to say, if you watching this video and you know how to speak sign language, please identify what this nigga was Damo. If that shit did not spell D-O-M-O, please point it out, bro. Please point it out.
What's that shit called? When you like not going, when you don't speak for like weeks, bro. I'm about to do.
Hold on, what are you talking about? You talking about silent library or something?
Nah, it's like when you go on like a cleanse.
I don't know. You talking about?
Hey, before we get started, hey, everybody remember, make sure to go like this video, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, right? Let's keep this growing. We're going every week right now. Let's keep it going, all right? So,
all right, today,
what's the topic?
So today we're gonna talk about two topics. The first one we're gonna talk about is it better to get it on your own or if somebody does it for you, as far as like somebody else provides it for you. And then we're a little bit later we're gonna touch on bullying and how it affects people in adulthood.
Okay.
Yep. So just to start off with the first topic, I don't want to give a cliche answer, but I would say both of them. Because honestly, it's possible. It's not like you got to pick or choose, because it's definitely possible you can get it on your own and still have somebody provide it for you. If you got it like that, like I said in the previous video, you got to walk like that. You feel me? So somebody gonna provide it for you.
I think we got to clarify. So you mean by like your parents kind of you getting it on your own? Like what counts as really getting your own? Because when I went off to like college, I went to U of A. At the mindset, I was getting it on my own, but I knew I still had support system back in California with my grandparents. So technically, I was on my own, but I know I had support, so I did have some people guiding me. So, kind of going into the question, I believe it is very essential for you to get it on your own, because if you get it on your own, you appreciate what you got.
Yeah.
If you have somebody give it to you, or you kind of was born into it, you might understand how you got it. You might, I don't want to be like that, and get some appreciation, but you won't fully understand what you had, how much it's worth until you had to start from nothing to get there. So I always vouch for people getting their own, learn to grind, get to the journey. It's like, for example, you can go get fake muscles, but you don't really appreciate it. Once you get the real muscle, you go to the gym every day, like once you get to that back, like man, I really put that time.
When you earn it, it feel way better.
That's how you feel. What's your take?
My take is you gotta get on your own, because at the end of the day, it's always gonna be somebody that if you make it to the top, they're gonna want their hand out because they feel like they helped you. And in reality, you do all the work. You just helped me a little bit. I'd rather just get on my own. I didn't deal with a broke nigga and I dealt with a rich nigga. And I feel like it's more beneficial to do it on my own. The rich nigga try to control me and the broke nigga try to control me.
So
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's both. It's hand in hand.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a quick question off that. What was the difference in controlling you? What did the rich do?
So basically, so with the broke nigga, I was with him for 6 years. I ain't gonna say no names.
No names.
What happened? He was just more, like, he was controlling how the rich nigga was, but it was more so like he was controlling my money. When I was fucking with the rich nigga, I didn't have to worry about nothing. I had to pay for nothing, but at the same time, he wanted me to be in the house all the time. He didn't want me to go nowhere. Like, I afraid, I was just like a hoochie mama, man. He liked that, but then
getting jealous.
Like a year later, he was like, oh, I don't want you wearing that. Why you wearing that? Nigga, I'm coming out the house with shoes. What you talking about? Like, why are you mad? Like
insecurities.
Insecurity, it do. Like, I made more money than nigga. He was insecure. I wanted to get my own money. The other nigga was insecure. I was like, damn, I can't do shit.
So males are just controlling ass niggas.
Controlling
It's
not everybody, but still you gotta get on your own. You feel way better about it, and you can't let nobody control you, especially when it comes to you. If they not working as hard as you is to get the bag, why are you fucking with them?
When I fuck with that,
I feel like, I feel like for our culture, like as black men, or like, you feel me, like being brought up in our culture, that's kind of one of the things you damn near look for. Like you want a female, you feel me, that's on her shit, you on your shit, and y'all both, you feel me, damn near making it work type shit.
So,
but like,
two independent, y'all both is independent.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Y'all
So,
two independent people.
Here's my question I want to bring to the table as far as like asking a question within a question. Coming from my point of view, I feel like there's a different definition for everybody to get it on their own. Like for example, nobody has the same life, nobody has the same situations, nobody has the same adversity to face. And my question would be, where is the cutoff from you got it on your own to you had partial help to you had half help or to like you've been getting carried your whole way? Like you worked but you didn't pay for shit. You feel me? Like I said, there's so many different ways that you could say you got it on your own, but did you really get it on your own? And how would we be able to like go ahead and determine that this is?
I think that's something that then got like fucked up in a sense, like in how society view, like everybody want to say they got it on their own or did it on their own. To me, I feel like if you make it successful, anybody successful then had to that use some type of help or have some type of resources. You know what I'm saying? Or that's a smart person. I feel like to use your resources in a sense to get to a better place. And I feel like when you like become enabling on other people to give you handouts and now you looking out for shit and now you expecting some shit, that's when you feel me, that's when it becomes like you not getting on your own in a sense. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I don't know, it is levels though, you know what I'm trying to say? Like
Let me touch on that down to kind of go off what you were saying. I do think there's levels to it, but I'm gonna go off a ratio to give people like a percentage point. So I was in there thinking, I was in the lab in my head for like a good minute after my journey said that. I think the ratio to get in on your own has to be a 75-25% ratio. And then you can determine that ratio, but I think 75% gotta be you. Like you striving for it, you putting the work and you putting the hours and the time into it. I'm gonna go back to my main reference, college. Like 75% of that was probably really more than that was all me, but a good 25% of that, or 15% of that was my grandparents on top of you, making sure they see my grades at the end of the year, because it's conversating with them, maybe professors, other resources. But other than that, everything was independent of me. Like even what I do now, as into my building, into my career, 70 to 80% is all me. It's me going to work every day. It's me grinding, me working extra days, overtime, putting in work, setting myself up for the future. But it is people along the way, like mentors, role models that take over that other 25 to 10% who help me get to there. Like example, like should be a manager soon. And also, the reason I should be a manager soon, not because I'm doing hella work and I'm proving myself, also because I have my manager and other regional managers want to promote me because they like what I'm doing, so they give me that extra boost to get to the next spot. So, so technically, I'm like, I got it on my own, but I think it'll be kind of like dishonest, disingenuous. I just say I had help along the way, people I met.
But that's really like an endorsement though, because they see a product that they like, you know, so they're endorsing you.
Yeah, and
that's an investment. At the end of the day, they see the benefit from them investing in you.
That's what I'm saying. Like 75% is me. Like they see that,
but you got people.
They still push the button.
I don't want to say that too, because I feel like it's people that invested in me that like the numbers ain't. You feel me? They took a chance.
I mean, my first job I got invested in McDonald's, even though it's McDonald's on 9A.
That's still a job.
It was my first job. I got promoted to manager at 17 years old, three months later. And the lady hired me right on the spot.
Hey,
we was talking for an hour.
She was flexing every day at school too. Just to let y'all know, I got my own money. She can't let everybody know. Because we was broke high school kids. You know, she had a McDonald's manager.
No, but my daddy always had me though. That's how I understand the 25% because my dad's always had me. I've never been broke. Nothing like that, because I'm like, Dad, I'm hungry, can I get this? Mind you, we got free lunch, mind you, he lied, because he make way more money. But we have free lunch or whatever, but I'll have like him come bring me some money, because I want some snacks from, what's her name? Miss Wash class. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I always have money, because my dad always had me. The senior year, I wanted to do something different, because I felt like I needed to be more mature, and I needed to handle my business. So that's why I only had 5 classes, and I got my job. I was like, this time I'm going to make my money, and I pay for everything senior year. I feel like you gotta do on your own to really respect how much money people put in towards you. I didn't realize how much money my dad was spending until I started buying my clothes and shit. I'm like, oh, damn.
Hey, I'll say real quick, a quick point. You don't realize how much your parents spend on you, like in food wise, until you start eating. If you're buying your own food, like how much food our grandparents money they spend on food towards us is ridiculous. I buy my own stuff. I'm like, yeah, that was 20, that was 30. That is me and my girl. Imagine them two. Plus me and you and anybody else, I'm like, y'all spending hundreds and hundreds a week on food. That's an expensive.
Wi-Fi, TV, all that essential things.
I be like,
phone bills, bro.
But I got my first apartment at 19, so I understand it now. Because once I moved out and I started paying bills by myself, I was with a nigga, but he wasn't doing nothing. I was doing everything by myself. And I realized from that position, from that point, I realized what I want and what I don't want is somebody lynching off me. I want somebody to go for me. I don't mind taking care of my nigga. As long as you doing productive stuff in your life and you really growing as a person, I don't mind taking care of you. It don't matter. It's not no amount of money I will not spend on you. At the same time, when you're being lazy and you're not, you know, using your knowledge, your skills to be a professional, productive citizen. Like, I'm not about to agree with that. I don't like that.
That kind of
No.
goes into the next question.
Oh, I mean,
Go
when we
ahead,
get to
go
the next
ahead.
topic, I just want to say this one time. Even though we all agree that it's best to get on your own, I will say that some of the most well-off people or the rich people actually didn't get on their own. They kind of were grandfathered into it. They didn't have money and what
Not
like that.
everybody.
So
That's what I'm about to say. I ain't
Yeah, no,
gonna say
that's
it's
a lot of
necessarily
people like
best to
that.
get it on your own.
They was born rich.
But I ain't gonna say it's necessarily
it's-
better to get it on your own.
It's a lot of people. No,
top
but
billionaires
I'm
now didn't
not.
go to college.
But it's one person that.
it was geniuses without
But
college.
not,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
what- they didn't come from
saying?
wealthy
It's one
families.
person that you're not gonna mention. It's Oprah Winfrey. Her story was a tragedy. Like, she was raped, you know, sold by her parents, all the little shit, foster care, all the little shit. She did it on her own. So that's what I looked up to. Because at the end of the day, people could talk all that shit about Oprah Winfrey, but she did it on her own. She went to school. She didn't fuck with her family, you know, nothing. All by herself. Bought a school in Africa to make sure these kids would get education. Like, she dope as fuck. If y'all don't know her story, look it up.
I definitely I'll say you can get it on your own, but let's know a lot of people out there, that 1%, a lot of them they got to get in their own. And our job is to be so far ahead in life. When our kids come out, technically they don't have to get in their own.
Exactly.
So the goal in life is to make sure your kids don't have to get in their own. So yes, it's good to get in your own, but realize you're trying to set somebody else. Generational wealth, you're trying to set somebody else not to get in their own.
Because eventually, you feel me, your kids using your name because you paved the way.
Exactly.
Now they moving like rich kids. These people that's getting rich with their people, you feel me, off their people money. They just brought an extra $1 billion to the family. You get what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I feel like you gotta teach your kids tough love. Cause at the end of the day, like my dad used to tell me no. Sometimes I'm like, motherfucker, way.
It's full.
I used to
That's
go
why.
away,
It's
nigga. No, I used to escape. Y'all
not
see me at this party.
necessarily though. I ain't gonna lie.
No, for real, cause my dad's always. I feel like it's tough love because at the end of the day, like my dad has always took care of us. You know what I mean? My brother be doing hella shit. He still take care of him. But my dad wants to, you know, see us do better. So he like, you know, he broke to my brother, but he know he not broke. But because I'm more like productive in like my living situations, like I've never asked that nigga for money since I was 17. That's the last time I asked that nigga for money. At the same time, I feel like he gave me tough love. Cause I'll get a beat, he like, come better. Come better.
Yo, that's
GPA,
that.
come better, come
Make you
better,
work.
come better, come harder. Yeah, like go harder. Like there's no limitation to your ability to see as long as you stay focused and keep that passion. You got your own path. Don't follow nobody else.
Yeah, that's basically all I was getting at. If you rich as fuck, you might like if you rich as fuck, why not spoil your kids? You feel me? Why not
Why
have
not?
a
No, for
why
real,
not have a
why not?
Kylie Jenner who
Why
still
not
rich
give
as
a
fuck,
fuck
got
what you
spoiled her
got?
life, still came
Well,
out
I guess
with
you gotta
$1 million,
gauge. I guess you gotta gauge how rich you are. though.
But we
Make
don't know
a-
what type of
make
rich
a
she is,
list.
though. We don't know what
Yeah,
type
we
of
don't know.
rich
But
she
I'm
is.
just saying, like once you get rich as fuck, and you can create
Generational wealth.
generational wealth, nigga.
I mean, you
You
really.
can look at one of your kids as a blessing. We got 10 kids,
I
but this
mean-
one kid right here just made us. You feel me? Just tripled our money.
But here,
You get what I'm saying, bro?
Here's
We
what I
just
gotta say
blessed
about
them,
that.
you know, let's
Here's
keep it in
here's
the
what I gotta
family
say
with
about that. Like, I understand what you're saying, and I understand what the other side would say too about like you don't need to spoil your kid. But here's what I gotta say. I feel like if you want to spoil your kid. But here's your responsibility as a parent. Do you want to be the parent that lets your kid grow up and be spoiled, or do you want to be the parent that raises your kid right? Because I feel like there's an equal balance, but there's an equal balance. You can spoil your kid, but you can also teach them lessons at certain points in time when they come across that first time. They're like, oh no, I didn't get in my way. But you gotta, you know.
Let's not saturate this line.
Because with black people, if you're not broke as fuck, okay, boom, you coming from a family to where they could, or for us, our grandparents called us spoiled because they could make sure we had somewhere to eat at night.
Yeah, most black
and
people
somewhere to
say
sleep.
you
But
spoiled.
y'all
Most black people say you spoiled. Yeah.
But that's
That's
basically what I'm
what I'm saying.
saying. So you feel me? Is you like it's levels to this spoiled shit. So what I'm saying is I'm not saying I'm not about to discipline my child and make sure you not doing the right shit. But if you doing the right shit, I'm finna spoil the fuck out you.
No, that's right.
And I got it.
But that ain't called.
That's right. That's how my dad used to always drop me off some money, not even know I'm about to go bounce that ass at the party. I used to be going every weekend. But I used to always do my homework on Friday. I always do my homework because I didn't want to do no homework for the rest of the weekend. Y'all ain't never see me not. Y'all see me at every party. I was at every party because I had my dad drop me off some money that Friday.
Before we transition off that last statement, you out for that. Secondly, what Devin's saying, like it's all levels to spoil your kids. But you know, if you do spoil them, teach them other side. Because there's white kids that get spoiled and they go to college and they fall off. They don't have you around them. So just be able to
They-
teach
Shit,
it.
black kids too. We was seeing
Yeah.
it like a motherfucker.
All kids, shit.
You know,
Yeah,
all
that's
kids.
the
Man,
best
you
shit.
It
feel
don't
me?
even matter what color you are. Sometimes it just happens like.
But that's when you gotta instill a discipline. I feel like in your kid, and I think
And
that's something
sometimes
we
it
talking
be
about last
like-
week, sports.
It be like sometimes you gotta let them motherfucker bump their head.
No,
So
for
they
not
fall,
dead
you get
ass,
cut up,
dead
you know what I'm
ass,
saying?
dead
Yeah.
Shit, they gonna come back harder.
But it depends on how
Don't
bad
let
the
them
bump.
ram though. But
I
you know,
mean-
It depends on how bad the bump.
Sometimes, no, sometimes.
don't let them kill themselves.
Yeah, like, you
Yeah,
just
I feel like
God
sometimes you
damn.
need
Not
that.
like that.
Man,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
just
Got real dark. Goddamn.
You say what kind of
You
bump
need
is
to,
that?
like,
God.
sometimes you need to hit that bump, because at the end of the day, that bump gonna help you grow from that.
Y'all
I hit
talking
a
like
big
it's
ass
about
bump.
cocaine.
I hit a big ass bump when I was 19, 2019, and I spent 10 bands on something that I should never been doing. But because of I didn't listen to my dad, it fucked me over. And then, so at the end of the day, you gotta really pay attention. Understand that every situation that you go through is a learning experience. Take that and run with it. Don't look back.
Yeah, it's definitely not a mistake, but like my whole motto is this. I think people think two different ways. I think it's two different people in this world. So the first people is, I see you watch your hand get burnt. I think for some reason you fucked up and burnt your hand. So I'm gonna still touch this fire because I think it's not gonna burn my hand.
Right.
And they're like, no what? Yeah, that burned me too. I ain't gonna do it again. The way I started to
It
realize
ain't that black and white though.
No, I'm saying
I
it's not,
want
it's
to
not.
both.
Let me finish, let me finish.
See somebody burn that shit.
But let me finish. Look, like that.
I
So
see somebody they might drown a little bit. I'm like, I might be able to last a
I
little
might
bit
be
longer.
able to-
Just a little bit longer.
You know how to swim?
I don't. But I'm talking about just a little
And you know you're a
baptism.
black person that don't know how to swim.
But yeah, Dom said it. Like the other side of that too. Like me personally, I was okay. If I see somebody burn their hand, I'm not gonna get my hand burned. You already showed me what to do. So I use that like. So as people, I'll talk to homeless people like, oh, I was a star athlete, but I started doing drugs. I'm like, oh shit, I'm make sure I not do that. I was doing this. I went to college and I dropped out because I started doing this. I'm like, oh, don't get me wrong. I don't listen to verbatim everything they say, but I would take bits and pieces of it, and I'm like, I'll try to use that mind so I won't make the same mistakes they make, so I can progress at a better rate, so I can be where I'm at 24. You know.
I did a project about homelessness in high school. We had to do a little assignment, an essay. No, for real. They said like either the homeless people, it's their choice that they're homeless or it's something else. I did an essay on this man. I forgot his name, but his situation was so fucked up. Like he worked at a production company. He was making like $1,000 every month, like six figure every year, and the company went bankrupt. So they fired all the employees. By them going bankrupt and he having a so high of an education, certain jobs don't hire him. He trying to fast food places, everything. He ended up losing his house because he had the money to spend for his rent or his mortgage. He lost his kids and his wife. He had to live in a car. He tried to go apply for a job, but they say he was too dirty. And on top of that, he didn't have an address, so he couldn't work. Sometimes shit happens that you cannot control, and that's on God. Like. That's why I be like, I feel bad for homeless people because at the end of the day, I used to say hobo. I don't say that no more because at the end of the day, you gotta respect people. That's still a human being. You're not a hobo, you're a homeless person, it's okay. But like, I understand now by reading that story, I'm like, yeah, everything that happened was like a domino effect. He had no control over it. Sometimes you gotta really pick yourself up off the ground.
Like he became a victim, and we all are a victim of like society.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Because
he was a white man too.
He was clearly
couldn't get a
living.
job.
He was clearly living above
He was
his
burning
means.
bridges
Though.
though.
He was living above his means though.
Probably, maybe, I don't know. You can't. Everybody got different.
It was more so that he was running out of money because he was spending all the bills.
But like, why we don't buy our home? Why we rent? You know what I'm saying? Why we buy like? I just feel like we in America we do live above our means. Like we constantly in debt in a sense. Like you miss your job like 2 months through. You feel me? You damn near going under in a sense. As opposed, like you just said, he had a good job. We could have saved up, stayed in like a smaller place. Maybe it would have been uncomfortable, but then we could have bought his space. Like you feel me? I feel like we do need to like
the thing
try
is,
to buy our. You feel me? Like,
you 100% right. But the thing is, people don't never have a plan B.
Yeah.
They only have a plan A.
Mm-hmm.
I have a plan A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? You got to plan for shit like that. Sometimes shit just happens like that. So that's why you got to really, for real, you got to have them plans. Like that's so serious. People don't understand. It could be an earthquake today. Do you have a plan? If shit go down, do your apartment breaks apart, like, do you have a plan? Do you have money, to access to maybe fly away because maybe it's too much damage? Like, then I be thinking about that all the time. Like, okay, well, what I'm gonna do? This. Like, you gotta have a plan. Yeah, you gotta have plan A, B, C. Like, at least have 3 plans. That way, you could for sure have a, you know, backup, some cushion.
Well, I mean, I feel like that's kind of simple. If you have you always have an emergency like funds, emergency savings, stuff like that. When you put away that lasts you, some people say 6 months, some people say a year. It's how much you can put away, but always have something that can at least last you a couple months. If something was to go bad with your job or anything like that, where you're just not homeless, off to the street, if you don't have other support systems in play. But I want to get into the next topic that Dom was about to say. Transition.
Oh shit! It was even though we did get all the way, we drew up, but like, what's the thin line between holding your significant other and them holding you back? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Okay, you kind of mentioned. I'll step in that too. The thin line between that is, it's really like, yo, what is your goal for your significant other? So I feel like your significant other is supposed to increase your value. Like, y'all together, y'all supposed to multiply each other. Y'all shouldn't subtract from each other. So when you would have dated somebody, it's like, okay, what is your goals and aspiration, and what role do I play in helping you achieve that? So if any role that I'm playing is not helping you achieve that, then that's me messing up the relationship and you not being successful. So like my girl, she wants to go back to school and do this. So like my job is like, what do you need to go back to school, and how can I contribute to that in other ways to help you get back to school, whether it's working more, or paying more bills, or whatever needs to be done to get that done. Because it's about sacrifice for that person, but you putting them before you into the relationship, get what they want. Because ultimately, once they get what they want, helps you get what you want, whatever that may be per individual.
And communication, I sound like communication is the key in that whole. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't moving on her own, trying to go to school on her own, and then just out of nowhere, you got a heavy load on the bills. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, y'all like sound like y'all planning for it because y'all communicate these things. She let you know what she want, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah, that's
you definitely gotta talk to him. Like, I'll let you guys go quick. You gotta talk to him. Like, you always gotta tell people your plans. Like, I tell you, if you hang around there, cause you know my plan. You know what I'm trying to do. Like, y'all been with this podcast.
Yeah, who's that nigga? Who's that
the third fucking person.
I talk the third person, but I'm saying, if y'all been around, you know I always talk business, I talk success, I talk goals, I talk property, I talk all that stuff. And I do talk shit on the side of that. But other than that, we talk serious, you know, I talk shit, this is my goal. So if I say things, I talk with my girl, like, this is my goal, so I plan to get there, this is when I plan to get there. Here's your goals, and how can we align them? So it's like, how can I align to
you
yours?
don't deter me from that.
Let me say this nigga do be talking shit.
Oh, that's what you want to start off with?
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna say this first because we almost fought in this Barbosa class. I think you put the table over, I put the table over. I walked up to David, I'm like, that's your brother? This nigga got to argue with me. We got to argue.
That nigga looking like
that. Hey, everybody, that was high
like
school. That was freshman high school.
That was the freshman year. We almost got a fight.
People on the show probably even know you niggas is fucking brother. They'll wait.
We know.
They brothers? Oh, they twins? Oh, shit.
We cool now, but your mouth feels crazy because we really almost fought. I'm like, okay, so it's a kid. Ms. Barbosa's like, no. Her little short ass like security.
Well, it's funny. I mean, the funny part about that is me and Damo, we was already close, but I guess we had one of those moments.
We were so passionate. Like, me and you were so passionate. Like, you would say something, I'll say something, we'll go out here. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. This is what I say. You like, I don't give a fuck. This is what I say. But to go back to the conversation, I feel like a lot of times you can tell people your plans, but they may not understand it. So therefore, like, you know, I've always been a go-getter. I've always been that woman that get it by myself. So a lot of my exes don't understand my mind. Like, I like to work. Like, people think, like, I'm lazy. I love to work. That's why I like to run track, because, you know, I was a little crackhead or whatever. But anyways.
She's talking about speed, guys. She's talking about
speed. I don't do drugs. Never about the pill. But nah, like. No, but for real, I ain't never about no pill, though. No, I feel like it's like.
Man, you can get some candy for that.
Sometimes you can't help everybody. You may love that person, but you really can't help them. At the end of the day, you really can't help them. Sometimes they're too lazy and they're mentally unstable, so where you really can't help them. Like, how you gonna help somebody that don't even know how to respect themselves?
Yeah, or help themselves.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, I was working. Look, let me tell you my schedule when I was 19. I was working. I was going to school from 8:30 to 5:30. Every was it Tuesday through Saturday? Beauty school. I got my license cut charges in this bitch. Okay. Then boom. What happened? I went to work. Right after that, I would only get home like around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. I did that every day, but consistently the nigga I was fucking with was not on my level. Like, I could have quit school. I could have quit working. but I had to pay the bills.
But I will say this. Why'd you pick that nigga? Like me, I want my female
Because
that I
when
date.
you
I'm
like-
like,
Let's talk. We don't want to go on
No,
that.
no, no,
I got
Let's
something
talk
for
about
that.
it.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Oh, so can I ask my question then?
Yeah, ask your question.
Let's talk about it.
Why do us our? I'm not gonna just say women, but what?
yeah,
You
yeah.
ain't gonna throw the leg with the leg.
Ah.
Why? All right. It could be male and women. You feel me? I feel like then I really gotta come with hot fire. Like I don't. Why do male or female, whatever, whichever case, you feel me, settle so much in relationships? Me personally, I'll say male. I mean female. Let's make it direct. Why do females settle so much in relationships?
It's not so much a settlement. It's so much as like you see somebody potential that they don't see. So you're trying.
Why
to
y'all always going off potential when it's a nigga that's right here? That's
because-
already, you know what I'm saying?
No,
Already
no,
nigga
no.
already done
But
proven it, passed the test. You feel me?
You gotta understand something about females. Like we're naturally nurturing people. Like we're nurturing creatures. Like we want to
Or do
help.
y'all want the credit?
We have that Captain Sable
Or do y'all want the
mentality.
credit?
I ain't gonna lie, we got that Captain Sable mentality.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We
We
got
know
that.
this. That come with ego. That
We
means
know
y'all want the
this.
credit.
No, but I feel
Ego.
like but a lot of times I feel like my energy.
I hear on that. That's
I
some
know
real
for real.
shit.
I feel like my energy should be. If I can spread it on you and make you a better man, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm a daddy's girl too. I grew up with boys, so for me, it's a lot harder for me to give up on a man. When I've been around my brothers, they didn't been through that shit. They lost their mama like I lost my mama. Like it's shit that plays with your life that makes you not trust people. So I feel like if you really ride for a motherfucker, and if you give them a certain amount of time, but you ride for a motherfucker, maybe they can change their life. Can change their ways. I got a brother that's still going through the shits in the head because they've been through shit when they was younger. Like
at the same time,
everything like for real, you gotta understand. Like
my only counter argument to that is, you feel me? Everybody going through something. You feel me?
exactly, but I
So,
feel like
at
men
the
go
same
through it
time-
more,
at
especially
the
black
same
men.
time,
I
it's
can't say
just
that.
no.
I think
It's
women
just
go through a lot
about.
of shit too, though.
It's
I'm not
just
gonna
about
go
when
on that.
somebody ready to go through it.
I feel like men go through more. I feel like
I don't know
they.
that.
Hell no.
Nah, I do.
Women go through it a lot
I
too.
feel like women
Y'all-
can take it, got it way harder.
No.
Yeah,
Y'all didn't watch my little speech I had on my Instagram. I said men got it worse because they put so much demands on y'all. They expect y'all to do everything. A man got to take care of the household. A man got to make sure. Everything like and they put it all on you. At the end of the day, why can't a woman do it?
But look though, we're not talking about the other side of it. It's a lot of women too that's playing mom roles at young ages too. You know what I'm saying? You and dad roles, all type of shit. So it's like I feel like it's a burden on women too, and I think that's the problem. I think that in our community, in our society, in the sense that we always trying to see who got it harder, who got worse. When you feel me, we as men we feel like, and we at a table where we at a group where we feel like y'all got harder. We got all the women that feel like men got harder. That's already in a sense like some type of nah, not even controversy, but like that's like some common ground in a sense right there. You feel me? Like, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like
I get what you're saying, bro.
You know
You're
what I'm
trying to say, I'm gonna kind of break it down for you, but you can correct me if I'm wrong.
No,
You
no,
pretty much said
yeah.
we all go through our struggles. So let's stop trying to compare our struggles.
Yeah.
And instead we all going through something. And how can we help each other get out of that funk? Help each
But
other.
then I was about to say, when it comes to like building
The
your career,
oppression Olympics. That's what it sounds like. The oppression Olympics.
Yeah, everybody
It's
wanna
just
call
like,
it
oh
the
man,
people.
this is
yeah,
what
and that's what it is for real.
I mean,
So
I
it's
know.
like you can't help somebody else get out of it. Like at the same time, like if they not striving to get out of it with you,
That's exactly what the fuck. That's exactly what I was saying. That ass like. I don't feel pity for anybody. Like everybody go through that shit, but I done lost a lot. Like 6 years old, lost my auntie. 7 years old, lost my grandma. 8 years old, lost my mama. I could have been anything but successful, but I chose to be successful because at the end of the day, why the fuck do I look like? What the fuck do I look like leaving a legacy of my mama being less than what I can be? It don't matter where the fuck I'm from. Y'all from dumbass and stuff, yeah. But I was on honor roll. Every year since first grade, I was on honor roll in AP classes with this nigga talking hella shit. All the little shit I did, everything I could, I did not set no limitations on myself. And that's the thing that really made me like go harder. Like, on top of that, y'all remember senior year, I got voted most inspiration. I'm like, my goofy ass, hold on, y'all watch me.
I think that got a lot to do with like the village and like how you raise and like how you grow up.
No,
and, like, the
I got a
people
good
speaking life
support
into you.
system.
Yeah,
I got a good support
Hey,
system.
she beat you both for those votes for most inspirational.
No, I
She
did.
straightening people off.
You
No,
gonna vote
I
for me?
did.
You gonna vote for me?
I was like, no, I didn't even know. That shit was just out of the blue. Like, I was about to cry. I'm like,
No, you
damn.
gotta put your name in for the nominees. So
No,
you know,
you don't. No, they voted me
Somebody
this
probably
automatically.
put
Somebody put my name in there. I didn't know.
Hey,
But the whole school voted on me.
speaking of
Class
school,
clown.
But I think people know this.
I was supposed to be class found though, to be honest.
Oh, that's that.
Cause I'm really the
I was
goofy motherfucker
mad.
that used to throw the
I was
little
mad.
balls and
So
shit.
I
out
got
the
caught
work.
for it.
Hey, I'm pausing real quick, but getting now we speaking of school, let's get to the final topic. How do y'all feel bullying impacted you to this day? If you weren't bullied,
Or if you didn't feel
Here,
bullied.
ooh, can I
Some
talk
I
people
think-
might not feel
can I
bullied.
talk
Go
about
ahead, yeah, because I've been talking about go ahead.
like what I want to say about bullying is, you know, it's something that's really important to me because I feel like something that transferred with me from childhood to adulthood is the fact that with me being my size,
let
I
them
feel
know how
like-
big you is. Let them
Huh?
know. Let them know how big you
Yes,
is.
please, because
feel me?
motherfucker
Hey.
the other day.
Tall ass nigga.
okay, 6'8", 220.
Right.
Now,
Weighing.
now,
Now, Dave, your turn.
but all I'm saying is that I feel like it's wrong to bully people, of course, and I feel like it's even worse to let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
You
that's
know,
worse.
because
Worse.
at the end of the day, because I'm not gonna sit here and try to say like, oh, everybody could. I mean, everybody, you know, like nowadays, everybody can fight, got self-defense and
I
anything.
don't think everybody
but-
out here just
well-
fighting well. I don't think
Well,
everybody
yeah,
fighting.
I'm just saying like
I ain't gonna
everybody.
lie to you. I don't think, and now everybody's spinning.
Yeah, but I'm
racks
saying
on
like
they, on they clothes, motherfuckers.
what I'm saying
not
is
fighting now, bro.
my point is that you know, there, of course, like it's just the laws of nature. Big is gonna dominate small. Right?
Yes, as far as
Yes.
domination.
I beat
Yes.
my ass and that was a big
Oh,
deal.
come on, you doing too many name
No.
dropping and personal. We
She's
trying
fine.
to keep the viewers.
We gonna cut that out.
No, she's fine. That was years ago. We
Is she
good
fine
now. No, I beat her ass, but she's
I
fine.
thought you said
No,
that.
but that's what I'm saying. When he say dominate, I mean as in far as the majority. Now, as an
They do.
individual, you can whoop as many big people as you will, but you one person. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Wait,
Now
you say-
everybody
wait, okay,
got
I'm
that
gonna-
strain.
you say-
I'm talking about majority. I'm not talking about you. I'm not
So
talking.
what you saying? You saying big is majority? Wait,
I'm saying me being a big guy, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me break it down. I'm gonna break it down
Yeah.
and I'm gonna break it down real, make it real clear. Me being a big guy, if I see another big guy picking on a guy that is half our size,
Okay.
I feel like it's my duty to stand
No,
up.
That makes sense.
right.
For the
That
little
makes
guy.
sense. That
That's
makes
true.
sense. But that's because you. I'm trying to. That's
What if the
you're a
big
real nigga.
guy
There's a lot of
suck
big
up?
niggas that's jumping in on shit or laughing in or you know what I'm saying? Weird shit. Niggas be hoes, bro.
Real quick,
Because some big niggas don't be as dominant
But
as that
who-
nigga that's bullying
So real quick, let me step in. Just real quick, I'll let you go. But my thing, I'm more on my Johnny side.
I ain't gonna.
I'm trying to add that to you.
Nigga,
You
I
just
don't
don't
know,
know,
bro.
It's all love. It's all brotherly love.
Right, bro.
So like as we said earlier, that's my turn right here.
Yes, bro.
And so like I'm gonna go into the how my Johnny said. So I feel like I naturally had that big brother instinct, even though we the same age and everything. But
But,
I was naturally
yeah.
bigger than him. Like you see now, I'm bigger than him. So
So
my thing was people wasn't messing with him. Technically, they'll mess with people small. I
Nigga
see
never
small
been no
people
little
get
brother. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? Nigga,
It's always been big deep.
Don't let that nigga let. Hey, don't let that nigga
Big,
slide, bro.
No, bro, listen, bro.
I get what he's saying, but fuck all that.
These niggas.
Listen,
What I'm trying to say is this:
listen,
look,
baby.
I've been saying naturally, innately, when I see smaller people getting bullied on my big
Okay,
people,
yeah.
But at
when
the
me
same
growing with a twin
time-
that size, I knew naturally I wanted to help. I used to bully the bullies.
At
That's how
the
I
same
got-
time,
I
I give him the
I'm
credit though.
I'm
I done got in multiple altercations as a child. You feel me? And my guy that came over there on some rest.
Okay, well,
So I give him that, bro. Oh God, bro, that nigga.
Lucky
is
you.
big.
Hey, lucky you.
feel me?
Hey,
Yeah,
I mean,
you guys got
I've been big brother. I'm gonna have to hand him on my motherfucking own.
Yeah, you
Like-
know shit for a nigga.
Like you said, I feel like I used to try to bully the bullies, bro. Roasting people, roasting.
Nigga,
try to
this nigga
do
use a
little
roast
shit.
fuck. I'm about to you want to fight.
Hey,
I do not know the roast. I don't care.
But this, I feel like
I
this.
just save you.
I feel like this brings us
Situation.
to an important part in the episode, and that's definitely confronting Dartise. Dartise, how
You
did it feel
I just turned to
being a bully and also being bullied for being a fat ass and continuously being a fat ass?
Look, speaking of bullying, if anything, I mean, I don't necessarily get bullied physically, but I mean, I get bullied. Like my name is Darty, they be like dark titties and just like that. I don't care what other people think because I know I do it me.
You got
I know I do
titties?
it me. I do like a couple titties, got some D cups, you know what I'm
Said a
saying?
couple. That nigga said a couple.
But my whole point is this, but bullying never affected me, but bullying made me want to stand up for people, so it made me a better person because I knew that I had to stick up for the underdog. And in society, sometimes I think people who got it naturally or well, you have to work to get what they got. Like I go to other things like money financially, they always bully the underdogs. And my thing is I try to protect those people and bring them up too, because you never know who that person might be who you protected. When you protected some small dude getting bullied by some big dude like Marjani, that small dude might become something in life. You might help me out in the future. Like, thanks for having my back. You don't never know what they're going on the other side of that. But also at the same
Yeah, you
time,
don't never know
with
what's
the
going
bully,
on.
the bully might be going to something too.
Yeah.
But he gonna catch these
But
hands
fuck
real
that,
quick.
it don't even matter.
It don't matter.
But because you going through something don't mean you about to put that anger on
Exactly.
me. I ain't do shit too.
That's like saying, oh damn, he
But we
just killed
talking
a
like
school
in high
full
school
of children,
now,
but
right?
he just fucking lost his family in a house fire.
Nah, that nigga, yeah.
Like what? So he gonna kill?
Man.
Honestly, I feel like people who bully other people, like, I feel like they some bitches. Like, something wrong with you. Like, maybe you need to go see your therapist. Because I used to get bullied all the time, and most of the people that bully me, they broke as hell. Got hella kids, ugly, hella people. Y'all remember me getting...
beaten ass.
I know, I was beating ass, I was getting bullied.
That's what I'm talking about. I think everybody
I
used
was
to
getting
get bullied.
bullied, though.
Everybody
I
got
think
like
everybody
fighting
got that.
against
Like, it's not bullied, but I
No,
understand,
no,
like, it got to that
everybody
line
got
where you got to
bullied.
stand on something to
I
it.
have to fight.
everybody got
You
bullied.
feel me?
I literally
Because-
have to fight to earn my respect. Because at the end of the day, motherfuckers bullied me. They thought I was a sucker. Because I was real skinny. Y'all remember I was skinny with the muscles. Like, y'all was like, I'm a nigga.
But who was fuck? I was some hella people's ass. I didn't see my
Because I had to
make
fight
it
because
a
they
lie
didn't want to
that-
talk. I'm grown now, so I realized maybe I could have handled it verbally. And I'm going to teach my daughter that when I have kids and my son. But still, at the same time, when I was younger, they didn't want to talk. They just wanted to fight.
Some girls
Like,
around
you
on
know,
the line,
they
saying
thought,
to talk.
they
I
thought,
ain't
but
gonna
at the end of the day, I still have a reputation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I have a reputation for beating people's asses, but I'm like, damn, you coming at me sideways, and I don't even want to fight. I'm so sweet and goofy. I just want to be like, have fun, like, what's up, mamas? No, they wanted to fight, so I flew them.
This is a perfect question for a woman like you. You feel me? A strong, empowering woman, like you said. Somebody that you not. I don't feel like you out here walking scared. You probably go to the bank at night. You get up on the stage. Type of people. There's certain women that go to the bank at night. You get up on the stage. So let's see you feel me.
I mean, my show is still broad as
Oh
fuck.
my god.
So how do you feel? How do you
He said, you
feel?
the type of girl that walk down a dark alley not scared.
Thick like whoa.
He said, I'm gonna go by yourself. He said, he's ready.
Niggas trying to use they foul language for me. I didn't say none of those words.
That's how I took it.
Anyway.
Thanks for tuning into the episode of Don't Do That Chat. Hope y'all enjoyed the episode, and like always, let them know, my Johnny.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
Nigga, cut that shit out. Nigga, not that like, comment, and subscribe. That other shit.
That other shit, don't do that.
Don't
Hey,
do it.
don't do this.
Hey, and if y'all trying to, we need to get a sponsor. Nah, bro.